So this project started in June 2013. I was doing a workshop for young photographers in Russia. And after the workshop, I decided to stay a little bit longer to do a project of my own. And I wanted to look into the LGBT issue because that was about the same time they were implementing the new anti-gay law in Russia. So I went to sort of an activist wedding and a gay pride a few days after. And at this gay pride, I'm standing next to a young man, Pavel, and a homophobe, a young hooligan, comes up to Pavel and attacks him right with his fist. He punches Pavel right in the face. And this was super shocking for me because I knew that there was homophobia. I knew about this new anti-gay law, but seeing such an act of hate and violence just in front of me, it was just super shocking. And that moment became very crucial to me. That was the decisive moment where I decided this was something I needed to look much more into. Yeah, a lot of people ask me, like, how did you get the trust of Jon and Alex? How did you build the relationship? But, it's not a question for a photographer. It's a human question. How do you build relationship? How do you meet other people with an open heart? And it's not something you can buy in the store. It's just like I think if you really have a deep interest in another person, they can really feel that. And if you have an honest heart, they can really feel that. And in my experience, most people want to be understood. As a photographer, I don't believe in the idea of being objective, but I do believe in the idea of being fair and being honest. So all of my work comes out of a set of values, and I've tried to be very honest about those values, about human rights, about more humanistic approach. That's how I pick my stories, from what I can react to. If I can't react to my stories, I'm not going to do it. So that's my motivation. But when I'm doing the story, it's very, very important for me that you can trust the work I do. Even though you disagree, there's not a finger you can point at. I'm not trying to be biased. Even with the homophobes that I met, the people who are attacking the gays, I want to understand what they're thinking, their background. And to me, that's empathy, that you're not just trying to understand the people you might agree on, but even most hateful homophobes, I want to understand what they're thinking. So when I first learned about this prize, I got the phone call from the World Press Photo on a Wednesday. One of the first things I did was reach out to Jon and Alex to tell them about this, also to warn them, because I thought there might be some negative reaction. Maybe they would even need to be more cautious. So far, there haven't been any negative reaction because of this picture. And I'm very happy they're not saying, I won this award. They say, we won this award. I'm a journalist, I'm not an activist. But I'm a journalist with a strong set of values, and these values are to be more tolerant. And I'm happy that the LGBT community can benefit from this story and hopefully bring more tolerance.